This journey surprised me in quite a few different ways.
And it leads up there to like I don't know what's up there, but this is missing 411 kind of stuff.
This was a pretty crazy adventure, and on these kinds of adventures, you never know what you might find.
Some of the first explorers coming through here. Well, not the first, but oh!
Come on, let's go on the adventure.
This is amazing.
Grateful Adventures. It gives you a chance to reflect in the sunlight what you're grateful for. What are you guys grateful for today? For the ability to sense and to smell and to taste the wonders of life and to listen to the beauty and the chirps and the creations of the forest and lake creatures, to feel your heart.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's cool to be somewhere you've never been before.
Three brothers who I haven't done videos for like 20 years together or something. Or ever.
Yeah. This is a special adventure in a lot of ways.
I was talking about it. I mean, the only. Well, maybe I'll let you go first. See how it's all built up? Exactly. Because they wanted it to funnel it down this way.
Yeah, I've seen similar stuff like this in other drainage creeks, and I don't understand it, but I just trust that they were like masterminds and they were engineering the landscape to better serve their, their needs to collect water or spiritual needs to like make it look beautiful, like landscaping or whatever it might have been. Yeah, that definitely looks stacked. That does not look natural. This is cool.
This is built up, Paul?
There's a big upright one sticking straight up right here.
That's jammed in there, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, it is.
Like,
of course it's possible that something like this happens naturally, but just look at this. You have 3 different wedge rocks keeping this giant flat one. Seem like they tend to go with the flow, like they don't try to change it too much. They work with the environment.
They didn't have the tools to change the landscape of the earth too much.
Very strange looking. That's a lot of big rocks that are just piled here. So we got up to some bedrock here. And I was just thinking, maybe this is where that big pile of boulders came from and they cleared it from right here. Just a theory, but
that's why they exposed that earth?
It could be that there's something like sacred or special about doing that, like getting down to the bedrock.
It's like
here. We gather around the beautiful flowers of life.
They only had like 6 people.
It's crazy looking right here. This almost feels like
3 DPs on cameras, and they got pictures for all the reels.
getting ready to bloom. Yeah, super pretty.
It's a site.
Yeah?
Now this might be leading the people to the ruins. over that rock.
Look
They
at,
sunk it again.
look at the tiny little wedge rock in there. This is beautiful. There's another wedge rock in there on that side. This is really cool. The geology here, there's all different kinds of colored rocks in here.
I remember when you took me to the other check dam spot, there was an area like that as well, Paul.
This is actually really special. I see some green. There's some jasper. This rock up here is very
They sat there
curious.
to make it a copperhead.
It does look like someone put that there. And maybe it's part of this
And
whole...
the eye, look at the eye where the eye is. They placed that small rock there.
Look what Robin just found. This looks like a fossil, but
It might just
It-
be the decaying rock.
doesn't make sense to me. I guess it could be like a lake fossil, because I think we're in Verde Formation. There's a whole backpack.
Someone's here. Someone's here.
No,
As we speak.
this is missing 411 kind of stuff. Just literally, why does someone leave their whole backpack and their sleeping bag and their tent? Dude.
Missing 411 is a series by a former police officer about mysterious disappearances in wilderness areas. And the Sedona area has quite a history of people going missing in mysterious ways. In my adventures, I've found quite a few abandoned campsites where people have left a bunch of their stuff behind, which really makes me wonder, what happened to them? And why did they leave their belongings behind? We also had an unusual encounter with a helicopter flying by pretty low and then heading off towards the location where some people believe there's a secret base. And on the way out, an all-black truck followed us. We pulled over at a restroom to let them get ahead of us, and then they just stopped and parked and waited in the middle of the road. Probably just coincidences, but it was definitely kind of weird feeling.
Oh, what's this?
Place rocks.
That looks very curious. What is this, dude? Could this be a burial? There's like literally all these big rocks placed on top of an old tree. Good job. Yeah, we're right here. Really careful where I step. This is... Is that carved? Or is that natural? Whoa, this looks like fossils up here. Yo! These rocks are all made of fossils, dude. This is probably a special spot. It's all covered in fossils, dude.
Is it?
And I think they probably would put an item up there. I don't know what's up there, but yeah.
Whatever they...
This is absolutely amazing, dude.
What all this is.
And then they put it on top of this log here.
Yeah.
And it leads up there to like a, I don't know what's up there, but there might be an artifact up there or something.
Yeah.
We should probably send the drone up.
We did not find anything with the drone up there, but there was a small tunnel type of thing going up further that I wasn't able to fully see in, which makes me wonder. However, this was probably just a place to store food away from where most animals could get at it.
Some interesting lines going through here. Maybe this is where the water was up at some point. Good job, brother.
Oh, Willow, you see some fossils up there?
This whole ruin is made out of fossil. Well, maybe not, but whoa. There's fossils all over the place. Wow, Dad's gonna love this.
Hello again. Today I'm going to be sharing mostly some very fascinating geology. And I hope you all enjoy it along with the rest of the adventure. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day. This is such an unusual and interesting cliff dwelling. It is built high up on the edge of a cliff, hidden under the lip of a small plateau, while being perched on a narrow ledge, which is also sheltered by a rock overhang. I think this ruin would definitely qualify as a defensive site, especially when considering the very steep 500-foot incline that drops down onto a beautiful waterway full of lush vegetation. Its walls remain somewhat intact, with the floor being littered with loose stone. It contains a stone-lined path that defies explanation, but may suggest some form of spiritual motivation. The geology is even more interesting, given the strange and beautiful-looking rock formation behind it, with the same rock being used for the wall construction. This is located at the top of a 300-foot thick section of the Verde Formation. The approximately 3-foot thick ground level layer next to the structure has graffiti carved into its soft surface and is probably a deposit of siltstone, mudstone, or clay. This fine-grained layer probably came from runoff during a very dry climate phase. The numerous layers above this one vary in thickness and are visually impressive. These wild-looking rock layers are called tufa, which is a calcium-rich limestone commonly filled with holes and chambered. This very coarse stone, at first glance, appears to be fossiliferous. Upon close inspection, it is notably quite full of holes, tubes, and what are possibly trace fossils from plants found elsewhere in this formation. Also, there is what resembles ancient root casts, which normally qualify as trace fossil. Another explanation for causing the tubes would be artesian spring water flowing up through faults or fractures in the rock from the Redwall limestone. The other possibility which could explain some of the tubes and holes is methane gas bubble caused by blue-green algae, bacteria, or the decay of organic rich remains found in the lake bed sediment, which over time causes the release of carbon dioxide, forming a biofilm in the water. It's amazing to see the many almost perfectly round 1/2 inch diameter holes. 9.5 million years ago, the Verde Fault downdropped 6,000 feet of rock, creating a hole as deep as the Grand Canyon. This trapped water, which became the Verde Lakes from 9 to 3 million years ago. This event exposed the calcium-rich Redwall limestone in places that became filled with lake water, and was probably the source of the calcium carbonate, which may have ultimately led to cause gas bubbles. All told, this is an amazing combination of archaeological and geological wonderment.
This circle here that makes you wonder, is that possibly a burial or what? Maybe that was done in more modern times by
Someone who wanted to do a ceremony in more modern times.
could be. It looks a little... All these rocks are coming out of the wall. Same on this big boulder here. It's got all these little conglomerate rocks coming out of it. It may have been a very special rock. There's a little stone circle here. Skibbity. Oh, heart-shaped rock.
What kind of scatter?
Quite a lot of names over here. Whoa. Yeah, there might be something actually here that's genuine. Most of it looks modern. Ah. $1947.
1947? 1934.
31. Oh, maybe it's, well, 31, I think.
Oh, 31, yeah. 1931, so that's just about 100 years.
That's pretty
I'm
old.
gonna show that. That's kind of good. That's
Yeah.
anything about 100 years old is worth something.
Yeah, that's cool. Some of the first explorers coming through here. Well, not the first, but... Oh! There's a snake up in there. Whew.
There might be a snake by your football. I don't think so, but...
It's just like sleeping in there.
I saw it before.
Based on my research, rattlesnake bites here in Arizona are pretty rare, and people dying from them are even more rare. If you get to a hospital, you'll probably be okay, but if you get too scared and fall off a cliff or break a bone and injure yourself badly, you might not make it out. I'm scared of them as well, and it's easier said than done, I know, but the more calm you remain, the more you will likely improve your odds. We're not even 100% sure it was a rattlesnake, but it's good to bring a walking stick and tap it in front of you. Snake season around here is from mid-March to October, or sometimes early November, though it's possible to encounter them any time of year. We talked it over as a team and decided to call it a day after the snake scare, and then made our way home. I can't help but wonder what might still be up there in that area, so I do plan on going back up in the future at some point. Thank you so much for joining us on another adventure. It was a very memorable and enjoyable one, and I'm grateful we got to share it.
Walking tamales. We're going places, we're along for the ride. Across the street or around the world, Andy's by your side. Walking tamales. Eat them anytime. Whoa! You never know when you're gonna get.
Oh, shit.
You never know when you're gonna fall by the wayside. But if you gotta walking tamales, adventure's not far away and danger's always by your side. Hopefully
Yes.
behind you. Get behind me, Satan. In front of me, walking tamales.
Yes, dude, if that doesn't get us a sponsorship, I don't know what will.
Walking tamales. Have you ever had a tamale that you can walk with
Try
and
it,
talk
dude.
with?
Try it.
I'm gonna try and talk with it right now. Hi, I'm the Walking Tamales Man. What we do is we walk. We talk the walk. Corn, nitrogenated corn oil, sweet little husky man with a funny face and a great attitude. Walking tamales. That's sweet corn, the way it's supposed to be had. Walking tamales. Any kind of tamale is good to walk with, as long as it's a walking tamale. Also brought to you by Joaquin Phoenix's friend, Joaquin Philado.
Dude, that was epic.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I like that,
They're
actually.
delicious.
You're not joking, these are actually pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that family is a wonderful gift. I'm so glad that I have every family member that I do. They're such a treasure. They're so different and unique, and altogether, most of the time we have a good time, and the other times we learn things. So I hope all you have wonderful families and share life with others. May all your dreams and wishes come true. These wishes are full of treasures and joy and wonder, and they're for each of you, for your own special desires. Enjoy.